And today's conversation is live in the basement office. I'm trying the phone, see if it's not too shaky. Um, but I had something that happened to me, and I wanted to just, record it on the fly. Um, yeah, it was yesterday. I was driving somewhere. I was driving from my house down into the city. There was an event, and on the way, I passed by somebody, stuck my head out, and said, "Hey, do you want or need a ride?" And he was like, "Oh man, I already, ordered a taxi." It was like, whatever, not so far. I could have given him a ride, picked him up, but I drove away, and I was thinking about it, and then I saw him later at the event, and I talked to him some more, and he didn't get it, but it was like, it's a person that I know to be involved with things that he's working on himself, kind of in his own world, as we often all get, and we forget to reach out, be in touch, and contact with people, you know. And I realize that so often this happens. There's like life events. Let me go into this part first. This, in general, life is teaching us all the time. The universe is like, hey, check out this, check out that part, look into that. Did you notice this? And that's one of the benefits of therapy is taking time to pick apart the events of life. Why did I say this? She said that. What was I thinking? What did that event reveal about myself? What did I learn from it? There's so much that's there. But it's hard. We're busy. The phone buzzes constantly. There's always an email. Someone needs something. Taking out time from the day, that 30-minute session, hour session, even those of you doing messaging therapy, writing a few messages about it, which I have to do something about messaging therapy because it's just so awesome. Like in the moment, as it's happening, you're like able to write it up as opposed to waiting, oh, my session's in 3 days and I got to remember this thing. Anyway, it's a separate one. I promise I'll write it up or speak about it. But so these messages are all around us, and they happen, and there's meaning to them, and there's what to learn from them. But so back to this story, So I realized this friend of mine, he's very, he's in his own stuff, wrapped up in his own interests, his own world. And it often happens when a lot is going on for us, we'll get inwardly focused, wrapped up in that issue, and we need to be. But I realized that we're missing out on so many opportunities. Like, I can't read his mind. I don't know that he's going to need a ride at that time. And he had every reason, for saying why. Well, I didn't call anyone because of this or that or the other. But you missed out on opportunities. But we can't know it all. We can't always know it all. But if we're regularly trying to create opportunities and make things happen for ourselves, yeah, the home office, parentheses, the home office, gotta be careful. Anyway, if we're regularly just trying to create opportunities for ourselves, we're always telling ourselves why things can't happen. And then we're shut down. We've prevented things from happening when they really could have happened. Why aren't we saying why not? Or reaching out? Or put a bunch. It's like I'm sitting on the boat. I didn't catch any fish. You have no lines in the water. Is every line gonna hook a fish? No way. But some will. But if I have no lines in the water whatsoever, there's no opportunities coming my way. We've got to get out of ourselves a little bit, but not with this heavy expectation of I got to make it all happen myself and it's got to all work out. I just have to put in an effort. I have to try. Reach out to people, a phone call. The worst they'll say is no, I can't, or I'm not. But more likely than not, as we're in touch with people or touching base, and we have no excuse with the load of text messaging and the ease with which there is to send out a message and be in touch and reach out to people and contact others, ask questions. The worst they'll say is no, but most likely they're going to have an idea or they can help us or something that we never considered before. It's just such a shame to miss out on opportunities because we're so, wrapped up in ourselves. So let's keep looking for those messages. The universe is talking to us constantly. It's really got what to say. And it's not like some foreign language. If it's happening to us, it's for us to hear. It's not a question of learning a foreign language. It's just I got to sit with it and think about it for a bit. And it's so easy to run from these things. There's a billion and one distractions and things to numb it away. But just a moment, a mindful moment, just a contemplation moment. To think what just happened. What can I learn? And I find that either you need to talk out with you need to talk it out with someone, and then with time, you can, on your own, start to see it more yourself, or on your own, just sitting to think about what just happened and what could I learn from such a thing. Anyway, let's keep learning from life's lessons, from the messages that are all around us, and applying them, and keep growing until our next conversation.